Hello, and welcome back to day 2 of setting up my 4th grade classroom. So as you know, I'm looping with my class, so it made sense for me to move classrooms to be closer to the 4th grade classroom since when I was 3rd grade, I was way over by the 2nd grade classrooms. So I will not have to move again. I will keep looping from 3rd to 4th. So 4th this year, the following year will be 3rd, loop with that class to 4th, so I will be able to stay put. My coworker whose room this was, she was on maternity leave for the whole last part of the year, and she is going to be staying home with her son now. So she is not coming back. She's taken a lot of her stuff. She has a few things in here still that says like, please don't take. So she has piles that she's coming back for, and she has a lot of stuff she's left out for us to kind of look through and take if we wanted. So I've kind of been letting her get out. I had to move my stuff in right away. That way my old coworker could get into my old room. And, so my stuff's behind those tables. Anyways, I did that last video. If you watched that, sorry for repeating all this. Anyways, I'm in here today. I'm going to do a few things like bulletin boards. I want to try to get some stuff up there. I want to try to mess around with my tables to think where I might want them and just kind of go for it. I don't really have a big plan, but it's really, really windy here today, and I kind of did nothing at home for most of the day, and I was like, I might as well go do this a little bit so I don't have to worry about it later in the summer. So I really only have 3 bulletin boards. This one here, which is like by the sink, this big long one, and then the one back there behind like my desk area. I used to love doing them all colors and whatever else, but I've been boring lately, and I just like doing white backgrounds with a black border, and then it doesn't matter what's up, whatever I put up there, just, yeah, neutral. I like it. I don't know. We do have paper, like the butcher paper we can use, but as you can tell, like her blue, like it fades, especially in this room with the sunlight. I've always just used paper, but I don't want to have to keep redoing it every few years when it fades. So I ordered fabric from Amazon to put on there. We are allowed to do this. I know some people can't because they're fire marshal and stuff, but there's quite a few teachers who have fabric as their bulletin board backgrounds. My only concern is since it's white, it's very see-through. So I feel like you're gonna be able to just see the bulletin board right straight through it. If that happens, I think maybe I'll put paper up, white paper up first, and then put this over the paper. That way this won't fade. I think maybe that'd work. This was way cheaper than getting like the Better Than paper. I know the Better Than paper also does not fade, but that was a lot more expensive than just getting a big thing of fabric. So we're gonna try that out. This is her pile of books that she has that people can still look through, so I might just move these out of the way for the time being. Because in order to do this big long bulletin board, I need to move my chairs and stuff away from it. So I'm just gonna put this on a time lapse and kind of start doing stuff. I don't really have a specific plan, so we'll see what happens. Also very glad I left some bubblers in here, so, oh, last one. Can enjoy this while I'm working. Also, obviously they have not done my carpet yet, so wherever I put things, it's just kind of for my own sense, and then I can make a map so they know where to put it after they clean the carpets. But anyways, carpets are not having cleaned, but I'm just gonna, yeah, anyways, blabbering, here we go. All right, overall, I think I like it. I did have to do 2 layers, but it was nice because the rolls I got were wide enough, like tall enough, so I didn't have to like overlap. Going that way, I just went straight across and then overlapped each other. Cutting it was a little bit difficult, and if I was gonna do this again, I would probably just go to Walmart and buy the fabric so I could get something more like cloth. Like this is kind of like a, I don't know, like what's that called when it's like kind of like see-through and kind of shiny, like you can kind of see it like up there. Anyways, it's fine. It'll be good. I also like it because I'm gonna have tables against these bulletin boards, like coming off of them. And when I've done that before, like, you know, kids are there, they always end up ripping the paper or drawing on it or whatever else. So this will kind of be a little bit more durable to those things as well. It was a little difficult to cut that, as maybe you couldn't tell from the video, but I ended up having to just kind of like rip it. So I'm not gonna do the other bulletin boards until I have something better to cut the fabric with. So for right now, I don't want to be here for too much longer, so I think I'm just going to kind of mess around with my table layout. Again, they'll have to move everything out because they have to clean the carpets, but when you've stayed in a classroom, you always like map out where you want your stuff. That way when the custodians take it out to clean the carpet, they'll put the tables back in the arrangement that you want. So since I moved into a new room, I don't have that map on my door. So if I figure out how I want it, then I can just drop that map, and after they clean it, they can put them back how I had said. I also think I might wheel these books down to the office for people to kind of know that they're there and they can look through, and then that also gets them out of my classroom. I'm hitting a little bit of a wall. Let me show you. Okay, like what we have going on so far. I'll bring you around and tell you what I'm thinking. So all the stuff my coworker's keeping, I moved up onto this table and moved my stuff off. That way it's off the floor. And I will keep this table back here. I like having it as like an extension of my desk, like having it back here with all my small group resources. That's gonna stay. My desk is fine, this area is fine. I'm gonna keep the storage bins back there because it's nice out of the way. They kind of take up a lot of space. Like I love them, but they're not small. So that's a good spot for those. That stuff up there is still some of her stuff, so that stuff's not gonna stay. Table situation. I love these two here. Like I said, maybe I didn't say it, but my 2 rooms ago, I've moved a lot. I had a bulletin board just like this, and I had tables up against it like this. Loved it. I like how the tables now won't, like the cloth won't rip because the tables are there. I like that. Right now I have 3 of these cube shelves up here. I might just keep it 2. That way I can slide the easel over a little bit. That way there's a little bit more space for whoever's sitting there to get in and out. But overall, I like this front. I like this side. I like these tables will stay. The easel will be up there. The chair will be up there. We have the rug here. You can see the smart board. That part's good. I like my library in this corner. The only thing that might change about this is seeing if the students still want the bins for the books or if they want them all to be like the middle where it's just the spines. I'm gonna let them decide, see what they think. But I like that up there because I don't know where else I would put the library in here. So I think that's a good spot for it. Plus it's the front of the room, so keeps it kind of open for during lessons and stuff. Yeah, anyways, I like that. I'm liking these 2 tables here against the wall. As you can tell, I really like things off to the side, out of the middle of the room. I like to keep that open. The issue is last year I had 21 kids. Next year, right now, I'm at 25, which means I'll probably end up with 26 or 27, depending on new students. So right now for table spots, I have enough room for 24. Technically 28. I'll show you what I mean. So I like those 2 there. That just leaves me with like these tables left. These are the ones, I wasn't considering that a table spot just because it's a low. Kids work there, they love it, but I don't know, you're never not gonna make somebody sit there at a low table all the time, you know? So what I'm thinking is putting the legs back on that one to make it a regular size table. But then I'm just left with like these 3 tables. Where do I put them? Like, I need all 4 sides accessible on the square. I just don't know. This is where I'm hitting a wall. I kind of thought keeping that circular one there, raising it up and putting 4 of these stools around it. But then I just have these 2 awkward tables right here in the middle of the room. That seems kind of weird. So then I thought maybe having this 3rd one go over there so all 3 of the short ones are there, but then it's just a random circle and then a square. It just seems weird to me. But you gotta fit them somewhere, right? But even from like this view up, I like this part. I'm feeling it. I don't know where I'm gonna put the nugget yet. That's not a huge concern. If all fails, we can fold it up and put it in the corner and they can just take it out when they're using it. Even if I had like one more rectangular table to go boom, boom, I wouldn't mind that, but I don't. And yeah, so this is just where I'm a little stuck. I think I might try moving this table against the wall and then just mess with the flow and see how things go from there. Okay, I bought these cube shelves when I was out in the portables because I didn't have any built-in storage. I needed just some places for games and STEM supplies because I didn't have any cabinets to put it. I did have a couple cabinets, but that's where I kept like my math manipulatives and stuff, so I needed somewhere for the kids to access. Now that I have built-in storage and more than I had in my own classroom, moving these around, I didn't really know where to keep them because I decided these stools that I kind of have for kids to move around and use, those would be a good spot to like store them and house them, would be up here under the smart board. And then I don't need my big chair up here because I can easily just sit on one of those while I am reading or we're doing mini lessons. So I moved them back here. And I was thinking of where to put them. I was like, oh, I could put them on either side there. I could put one on the side of my desk, whatever else. And then I kind of realized that in here, I had half stuff that was for them, half stuff that was mine. And I just was like, why don't I just make this whole cabinet stuff for them? So we have games. This will change, but I'll probably keep this more like how it is like right now, like pretty similar, like the paper, scissors, rulers, that type of stuff. And then I don't know if I'll keep this stuff in these bins, but for right now, I just did it this way. It's kind of a waste of space, especially up there, but also those are easy just to grab, use it, and put away. So we might just keep them like that. But now this whole cabinet, essentially, except for that top left corner, it's stuff where they can use. Hello. Yeah. And then my supplies I put back here because these had been empty. That's why I was like, oh, I should just move my stuff over here. They have these built-in cubbies, which like are kind of nice, but kind of weird. But I kind of like it because now if they didn't have these and if I stacked those, that'd be annoying to grab them. But now I can just grab any supplies I need from this cupboard. And then in this one, I put just some math manipulatives. These drawers are empty for now. And then over here, I plugged my fridge back in. I had to unplug it to get in there, but just more math manipulatives. So, and obviously my fridge isn't staying like this, so it'll be easy for me to grab them when I need to use them. And that keeps my supplies back there and stuff they know that they can use during like indoor recess or any choice time in one area. For these, there's a couple that still have some like art supplies and stuff in them. And I don't remember if you remember my last video, but I said I'm gonna like keep some of the art stuff over here so I can move that there now that I have more storage. And then these shelves, I might put one at the edge of my desk. Maybe I'll keep two of them here, but I have some closets at my house that I could use to organize in, especially like my front entryway. So since these are mine, I bought them with my money. I'm probably just gonna take them back to my house. So did not plan for that happening, but that's what happens when I come here and just start moving stuff. So that leaves us with this setup, which I'm actually really liking for right now. It's a little weird because like this stuff will all move, but it's kind of nice, I guess, having a big open area by the door. This table will stay, and then just gonna have all the tables closer to the smart board, closer to the carpet. For fourth grade, I mean, like I would love to have them still come up to the carpet for most things, but I know that they already didn't love that last year. So at least now if they're all facing the board. So I kind of like having all the tables up here. And putting the legs back on this one and putting these stools there, those four there, worked out well. I might move these Chromebook drawers to somewhere else. That way there's a little bit more passing room to get up here, but I don't know. We can always make adjustments as the year goes as well. And these they'll be able to grab and move as they want. I mean, there's open area here if they're doing group work or back there. Just kind of, if it's reading time or whatever, they can move them around and then put them back up here when they're done. When I'm teaching, I can sit on one and teach right here and there. I can slide it forward if I need to. Then I don't need my big old chair up here anymore. Save some more space. And this is the view of right now from the front of the room. So yeah, I think this is how we'll probably end up starting the year. Unwinding with a drumstick that I had in my freezer from the end of the year. So next time, hopefully we can tackle all of this stuff, that stuff, and that stuff. So thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Goodbye.